Hi everybody, for those who don't know me, my name is Michael Cooling-Green. I've been working for QA for 16 years, so you may send me around. I teach VMware, I teach Citrix, and recently I've been promoted to become the Citrix Principal Technologist here at QA. And it's in that role that I'm talking to you today, because what I'm looking to do as a way of promoting Citrix is to produce periodic newscast videos, such as this one, to give you a heads up on what's new, what's happening. This first one, what I wanted to do with this first one is just set the scene as far as, who Citrix are as a company, what do they do. And obviously I think this is more pitched for those who maybe not that familiar with Citrix as a company, those who may be new starting with the company. So this video, about 10 minutes long, I'm not going to keep you too long, will really just lay the seeds of what Citrix are, who they are, what do they do. And I'm going to follow this video up with a couple of more relatively detailed videos, drilling into the course offerings, the certification tracks, all the aspects that will affect or possibly impact the offerings we at QA can give. Once I've done this video, these couple of videos, what I'm then going to do is on a monthly basis, I would suggest at a minimum, produce a newscast video, what's new in the Citrix arena, etc. Things that might impact you as salespeople, as promoters, etc. So enjoy. So who are Citrix? Well, as a company, they're an American multinational software company, established in 1989. They went public in 1995. Main headquarters, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and very, very popular. It's been estimated that over 400,000 clients worldwide use Citrix products, and in the business sector, 98-99% of the Fortune 500 companies use Citrix products in one shape or another. Operational revenue last year, 2.82 billion. And still cutting edge, because the Gartner Group did last year award them the leader status for the content collaborations platforms Magic Quadrant. I suppose content collaboration platforms is a bracketed description of what you might say that Citrix do. They provide content in one shape or form to end users, as we shall see. But a very, very diverse portfolio. They do actually have a lot of individual products, some very niche, some with a lot of other competitors in the market space. Citrix obviously offer training courses, they offer certification, and that's where QA learning comes in, because we are a Citrix Authorized Learning Centre, and our competitors in the UK would be Arrow ECS and Global Knowledge. As a mature company, Citrix have entered into alliance partnerships throughout the years, beginning obviously with Microsoft, with whom they still have a very, very strong relationship, because a lot of their original technology was built on Microsoft technology, notably remote desktop services. But as they've diversified their product range, they've also diversified the partnerships. Currently, I suppose Amazon Web Services, Google, and Microsoft Azure are quite prevalent because of the aggressive entry into the cloud market space. But obviously also from a vendor perspective, Intel, HP, they do obviously provide the Citrix Ready logo certification as well for their product integration. From a solutions advisory perspective, Citrix do offer a global advisory network, certified network, so advisors can become Citrix certified at a given level, silver, gold, platinum, and also for given technologies, networking, mobilization, virtualization, so mobile device management and virtualization. And obviously all of these partners will require to be certified, and therefore as new certifications come on board, they will require attendance of courses, etc. And therefore that is a market space, as well as obviously the customers themselves who utilize these technologies. But what actually are these technologies? What does Citrix do as a company? What do they offer, product line, etc.? Well, historically, and I suppose they are slightly shackled with this from a historical perspective, in that they began life in the application and desktop virtualization technology space, but they have diversified massively over recent years, and they really now participate in lots of actually different spaces. Mobile device management, networking, a phenomenal product, as we shall see, infrastructure as a service, software as a service. They've just entered into the cloud space with offering cloud-based solutions, and analytics and traffic management. So those are the technology spaces, and within each of those spaces they'll offer either an individual product or a suite of products. As part of this diversification, however, across all these different technologies, Citrix themselves feel as if they're having a bit of an identity crisis as far as their product line is concerned. To the point that this year, and this is actually ongoing as we speak, and this is July 2018, whenever you might be watching this,
they are going through a major product rebranding exercise right now, and that can obviously cause problems, particularly for sales when you're dealing with product names that are now been replaced. So old names out, new names in. Now, I don't want to spend time just reading through each of these, but fundamentally, the new methodology as far as the naming is concerned is that all of the products will begin with the brand name Citrix, followed by the product functionality. So obviously, what used to be Citrix Zen App, for example, as you can see, is now simply called Citrix Virtual Apps. Citrix Zen Desktop is now called Citrix Virtual Desktops. So the idea is it then obviously promotes the brand name and then the functionality. Whether that's going to actually stick, as I say, this is very, very current. A good example of when this might not stick is with the networking device, Netscaler. The issue there has been that some customers I've actually dealt with have actually perceived Citrix and Netscaler as being two different companies. Unreally aware that Citrix bought the Netscaler company many years ago and it's now their product. So they've actually rebranded the Citrix Netscaler to become the Citrix Application Delivery Controller, and also all the subset functionalities that device will do. Now, again, the name Netscaler has been very, very ingrained in the industry. So I wouldn't be surprised, if I'm totally honest, if there's some sort of rollback. It is official, this renaming, so it is current, as I say, as we speak. But it's interesting to see how that actually sticks over the next few months. Another approach from Citrix Marketing as a way of promoting these individually now rebranded products is to bundle them together into, in essence, solutions. And they're offering 3 such pre-packaged entities. They are Citrix Workspace, which revolves around end-user application, desktop presentation, and all the peripheral components need to support that. They're also offering Citrix Networking, and this obviously revolves around the new name Citrix Application Delivery Controller and its peripheral functionalities, and also Analytics, which is monitoring either business specific or in fact enterprise-wise monitoring. So bundling up these is a way of actually getting customers into the Citrix market space by selling them a complete solution stack, which obviously inevitably means individual products are purchased together to work together. So what opportunities does QA have as far as Citrix are concerned? Well, as with most software vendors, they do offer certification tracks for their technologies, and as new technologies come on board, they are introducing new certifications all the time. The latest cloud certification being a good example of that. And any of their solution advisors are required to have a minimum number of personnel fully certified in order to continue with that status. Also, a lot of business I've dealt with will expect their internal staff to get certified to support the technologies in-house. As far as the certifications, one thing to bear in mind obviously is the naming hasn't yet caught up with the product net renaming. So I can see this changing imminently. But fundamentally across the technologies, the virtualization, the networking, the cloud, they tend to offer Citrix certified, but also then tiers of certification, associate, professional, and expert. And as I say, all of those do track to individual course offerings that obviously QA can offer as part of its Citrix course portfolio. In upcoming newscasts, the next couple of follow-ons from this one, which will be, again, rather more detailed than the then monthly ones I tend to deliver, I will be focusing on the core technologies, the core structure, but obviously as a precursor to that, and if you're actually asked questions from customers or potential customers for Citrix training rather, then we do have the QA catalog. But also you can have a look at the source material, which is the Citrix Education website, which is accessed through training.citrix.com. And through there, by simply looking at the training offerings, they will give a very simple matrix based upon the technologies, based upon the level from beginner through to intermediate, through to advanced, through to expert. But do notice that the rebranding current ongoing process hasn't yet cascaded down to the course names. That is imminent as well, but fundamentally it does offer you the current course matrix. And by drilling into any one of those courses, it will take you to the course description page. We'll give a breakdown of what's going to be covered, the duration, the format, Is it instructor-led? Is it blended? Is it e-learning? And also, very useful, where it's actually being offered, which obviously will give a highlight as to which of our competitors are offering it, and who it's being offered and where it's being offered. And that can obviously be used in conjunction with QA's own course catalogue.
Well, I do hope that video has given you at least an insight into the company Citrix. Obviously, I will be following this video up with some more detailed offerings going into the product lines at a greater depth, obviously looking at the courses, looking at the certification, and following that I will be doing a monthly update which will hopefully keep you abreast of the ongoing developments in this pretty rapid, developing, exciting market space. Thanks for listening.